Yo, what is up, everybody? We are here for another episode of the WrestleSense live report. It's your boy Blaze. Tonight we are going to preview AEW Revolution. One that hits a little close to the heart because Sting is one of my all-time favorites, so we will see his final match this Sunday. We'll come at you Monday to review it as well, talk about what happened. But before we get down to business, let's talk about who's in the chat tonight. We got Chuck in the building with his wee-wee. What's up, Chuck? Yeah, I said up, Chuck. Wally, how you doing, brother? Brooklyn Joker's in the house. Good to see you. Jamar is here. How you doing? Good to see each and every one of you guys and gals. The Reaper is here. Good stuff. Gav is here as well. So we're going to go over the matches. We're going to simulate them on the PC, which I have right here. 2K23, we will simulate the matches and discuss it a little bit, what we think about the match, who we think is going to win, how it's going to turn out. So we went through the Rumble. I mean, the Chamber. I don't know, say Chamber, Rumble. The Chamber show, which I said was kind of predictable. However, how it went down wasn't predictable. We got Tiffany in the building. There she is. Kelly is here. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing it out. Kill shot Matt Storm as well. Great to see everybody. Good to see you. So we're going to go over the matches. We're going to let them play out on 2K23. Doesn't mean how it's going to end up, of course. It's just simulation. But it's just a different, unique way to kind of show what's going down. But we're going to go over some news first with some stuff going down in the wrestling world. Let's check it out. All right. Don't need that earpiece right now, but I do appreciate y'all stopping in, popping in, hanging out, hitting that thumbs up, as I got all kinds of stuff going on at once, as I always do. So let's talk about what's about to go down and what has gone down in pro wrestling in this past week. Just a couple little news notes. Of course, RIP to Ole Anderson and the man known as Virgil. Yep, there you go. Wally took it right. So yeah, RIP to Ole Anderson. I mean, I remember the original Horsemen when it was Tully, Arn, Ole, and Ric Flair. I mean, that was the original Horsemen to me. And they had some good combinations of Horsemen along the way. Even Sting was one of them. How about it? Mark Caliber's in the house. Great to see you, man. All right, let's get to the news. We'll get to the matches. Trying to keep this around 2 hours. But wow, what a surprise we got on Tuesday. So this is what I think, and I got my rant all ready to go here in a little bit. Yes, I'm old, so I don't have very good memory, so I have a lot of notes in front of me. It's always the match card. But I'll save my rant in a minute here. I'll share my thoughts on some things about pro wrestling and wrestling fandom that kind of pisses me off, but it is what it is. I have enjoyed wrestling a lot more lately. Monstar's in the building. There he is. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? How you doing? So, I didn't know I could do that. Shows you how many viewers on each channel. I dig it. All right, so we had Ridge Holland come out, and there's been these vignettes with all these weird writings for a couple of weeks. I thought it might be Tom. A lot of people thought it was like Okada or Julia, or oh, you're doing the 10 thing. Okay, I get it. Or maybe it was Tama Tonga, who is rumored to sign with AEW. But, I mean WWE, my bad. Tama Tonga is rumored. He ended his stay with New Japan. He's rumored to go to WWE. Kind of thought maybe that would be him, but I think he kind of fits in a storyline in the main. I don't know. We'll see. However, smacked in the back with the chair. Who could it be? Who could it be now? And this was a well-kept secret. And I think this is what we're going to see a lot more in pro wrestling going forward in AEW, WWE, really keeping close-knit, tight-lipped. Don't tell anybody what's going down. And that's one of the things I'm going to rant about when we get to my little AEW rant before we go over it. But sure enough, it was 10. But he didn't come back as Ty Dillinger. They said Sean Spears, the chairman. And he is like 43 years old. And to me, that's one gripe a lot of people have, and I'll be part of my rant in a few minutes as well. Older wrestlers, but that's been part of pro wrestling for as long as I can remember, the 40 years I've been watching. But I don't see him coming into NXT for a really long time. If he does, good for him. But maybe working behind the scenes as a producer, a trainer, something like that after his little run. But, we got Cody Rhodes, pretty much the same presentation when he came over. You got Jade Cargill, the same name and the same presentation when she came over. And now Sean Spears, the chairman, is back. And I dig it. I liked watching some of the shows like, we didn't hear this at all. We didn't know this was going to go down. Bravo, NXT and WWE, for not letting it out, because I've said it a million times. I want to be entertained, I want to be amused, and I want to be surprised. This is a nice surprise. I mean, it's not earth-shattering, change the world, NXT type stuff, but it is a very good worker in a good spot for him. And, that's good. There's room enough for everybody. Yeah, I mean, Matt Cardona has set the stage that you don't have to be in the two major promotions or the one major promotion and the other one to make it around in the indie world, indie wrestling. We've seen Ali, Dolph Ziggler, several other people start to have success in the indies as well, or the other companies, if you will. Speaking of that, let's talk about a little bit of WWE before we go. Let me know in the chat, which era was your favorite? Now, me, I was a WCW, NWA, WCCW guy. So I wasn't really big into the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era. I was definitely into the Golden Era, the first era with Hogan and the rest of them, even before that. I don't know what they call the era before that, the Old Man Era. 43, like I said. So which era was your favorite? And we have the Golden Era with Hulk and company, the new generation with DX and Bret Hart and The Undertaker. You got the Attitude Era with Stone Cold, Rock, Triple H. How many matches between those three did they have? The Ruthless Aggression Era with Brock, Cena, Edge, Angle. The PG Era, PG Punk, Danielson, Dolph. Then you got the Reality Era, or mostly the current era now with probably before. So let's see. ECW is not on the list, Joker. WCW not on the list. Out of those 6, there you go. Chuck's playing along. There you go. Chuck's playing along. He likes the Golden Era. So a lot of people are, and I'm not going to argue with it. I just didn't watch as much wrestling during the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression era. And if I did, it was mostly WCW. And yes, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the greatest. It had its problems, but that's what I enjoyed. Let's see who else. Attitude Era for Wally. A lot of people love the Attitude Era. They think that's their favorite era in pro wrestling in WWE. And I can't disagree. I mean, look at the stars. And they've always been the spectacle, the biggest, the baddest, the best, and they always will be. But I think competition is great. And not direct competition, just other companies doing similar things is what I enjoy. And you get to see different ways. You get to see different, let's see, Attitude Era. Mine was when they had OG Saturday, well, whatever era that is, Monstars. Got to be difficult. My favorite. Yeah, that's a good point too, Gab. You don't have to, enjoy just one, but which one was your favorite? Golden Era for Tiffany. Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially if you're in your 20s or 30s, are going to say Attitude and Ruthless Aggression Era. Joker likes the PG era. Started watching during the Invasion Era. Take Attitude as the most overhyped. And like I said, I wasn't that great. I wasn't that into it either. I mean, unpopular opinion, but I was never big on The Undertaker. I was never big on Bret Hart. I was never big on Kane. I like The Rock, Stone Cold. I was never huge. I like Thugonomics. Cena was fun. Edge, Angle, I like them. I mean, it varied. I was a big Sting, Flair, Dusty, Road Warriors guy. That was me back in the day. But I just thought it'd be nice little look back at the different eras. And the era we have now, who knows what's next? TNA, a lot of people thought TNA was gaining steam, and now they lost it with D'Amore gone. But this is a big signing, in my opinion. Hammerstone, I haven't seen a lot of his work, but what I have seen, this dude is a monster. He's a beast. He's extraordinary in the ring. It's a great signing for TNA. I thought maybe he would end up in NXT. I think he would be a great addition to NXT. Not to say he doesn't end up there or WWE or AEW later on, but TNA right now has Hammerstone, and Hammerstone will be in TNA. I want TNA to get a regular TV deal so we can see it more often. Here we go. Andy always has great. Able to see more regularly from Ruthless Era, so lean up at eras, but strong moments and have the odd head scratch. Yeah, I got you. A lot of the old eras, they insult your intelligence if you're a smark or whatever, because they do cater to the kids and the casuals a little more back in the day. I wasn't big on Taker, Cena, Rock, Kane, hated Stone Cold. Yeah, I mean, it's everyone's allowed. That's your WrestleSense, people. Like who you want to like, hate who you want to hate, cheer who you want to cheer, boo who you want to boo. You can like 2 companies. You can like all of them. You can like one of them. It doesn't matter. We're going to talk about that here in a second, Atticus. Thank you for prepping me for the next segment. And yes, ironically enough, they were in a trios team called the Dynasty. Well, first we have Dynamite, the new logo. They didn't use it on Wednesday though, so I guess they're going to get ready to use it beginning of March. The next 2 shows are pretty big. I think you're going to see Okada and then Mercedes. And Ospreay's already going to be fighting this weekend. I don't think those three move the needle, but they're great workers. They bring their own fans, and it'll be really cool to see the resurgence, the rebranding of Dynamite. Jesse Jackhammer's in the house. Welcome in, my friend. It does look like the Doritos a little bit, guy. I was too. I flipped channels. That's really good. So we talked about the Dynasty. Who's the third one, Atticus? Who was the third guy in Dynasty? Just ironically enough, AEW, Fightful Select reported this week that AEW Dynasty is trademarked associated to a new spring pay-per-view being discussed. So the name Dynasty will be in AEW in the spring as a pay-per-view. Could that be the return of MJF? We'll see. It depends on how his rehab is going from his injury, et cetera, et cetera. But they are having the Dynasty name. LD's in the house. Good to see you. Welcome in. There you go. Holiday was the other one. But Hammerstone now in TNA, and Holiday. And this is Dynasty will be a pay-per-view. They're really thinking of going to 12 pay-per-views. I think 9 for AEW, 3 for ROH. So we'll see. So Dynasty, that might be the return of MJF. Who knows? I just figured we'd do a little bit of news bits before we get to this. Revolution. This is where we are going to get ready to talk about exactly what's going down on Revolution. Oh, what happened? No. So let's talk a little bit about AEW Revolution. And I mean, lately it seems to be the cool thing to make fun of AEW. Yeah, it's kind of funny because AEW a couple years ago was ramping up. And then you had a bunch of people that were cracking on WWE because of things they were doing. And then WWE got better and AEW had problems. So people were making fun of that. The tribalism is real, but, make fun of AEW all you want. Tony Khan's a cokehead. He lost the locker room. He can't create stars. I mean, there are actually news out there right now going around that the locker room is upset because they don't get a lot of the information from Tony Khan about what's going on. Let's go back to the Sean Spears thing. We're going to see a lot more of that. So making fun of AEW is like the hip thing to do now. You crack on it. It's an indie fed, which the style is very much like an indie. I dig it. Too many old people. They're relying on the past. You're not watching very closely if you think that. Yes, you have the Jerichos and the Stings and those that have been around for decades, but you also have a huge crop of good young talent. Now, is AEW perfect? Is it being booked? I don't want to say perfectly or the way I like it. Could it be better? Yes, it could be better in a lot of ways. But people say there's too many old people. They're relying on the past, and then they say, who are these CMLL Mexican guys, and why are these New Japan people coming over here? You can't have it both ways, guys. They're introducing you to new talent, and they're showcasing the older guys. I don't see a problem with that. Like I keep saying, they could improve in a lot of ways. Their marketing strategy is not that good. I said it before, and I've heard it other places. Why they're not selling Orange Cassidy glasses, jackets, and stuff like that. The merchandising, how they advertise their shows and stuff is lacking a lot of it. No, I don't think they need to compete. The jabs back and forth between the two, you don't see it as much, but you're never going to stop because that's part of pro wrestling. The argument of there's too many titles and there's not enough women's matches, which does have some validity. Yes, you don't see a lot of women's matches. On Dynamite, you see one every week. Collision, maybe 2 now, but their women's division is ramping up. They just hired a former women's writer from WWE that knows Sasha Mercedes very well and probably going to help her storyline along. But It's not perfect, but just making fun of it just to make fun of it, especially those who stop watching it, but they're going to criticize the shit out of it. There's not enough story, which I think a lot of people are just, they're programmed for how the WWE stories are. You know, they are used to how WWE presents stories. And I've said it a million times, you can have a story in a match, just how they fight. The type of in-ring fighting in AEW is what I prefer a little more. That's all. But I loved what WWE's doing right now. I love them both, the indie style, but you know, the secretive part of not telling everything that's going down, I don't think that's going away. I really don't. Whoa, where am I going away? I don't think that's going away. They're going to be more secretive because they know that the dirt sheets and the wrestling media are out there. Now, the Meltzers, the Alvarezes, the no DQ, the old school wrestling news people, their time has come, man. They are getting fed false, fake information, and they're broadcasting it like it's a fact. We already have enough of those on YouTube. and random podcasters. I wasn't hired to do this. I never claimed to be an expert on it. I'm a wrestling fan that likes sharing my opinion, and I love hearing all of your opinions. That's what I love. And Benita's in the house. How you doing? You're reffing the women's match here tonight in AEW. But I just wanted to rant a little bit about, you know, people that just want to make fun of AEW just for the sake of making fun of it. Let them be. Let them do what they want to do. I have hope and faith that they're going to turn stuff around and do a little better. The production has not been that great. You're right. Was WCW's production ever amazing, great? Not really. Sometimes. Were the stories always flawless and WCW? I mean, I know I'm using WCW as an example, and probably a bad example to some people because they failed. They got bought out. You know, they aren't here anymore. But and it kind of sucks because I was hoping the Sting tribute would have all of his history, but you can't have, obviously, I don't want the WWE history of Sting. I want the history that was back in NWA, WCW, even his TNA. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about him in a little bit. We're going to give a little time here to Sting later on. But I just enjoy AEW a little more for the in-ring. And a lot of my favorites are there. So it's not that I don't like WWE. And keep in mind, folks, you can like both. You can like one or the other. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not here to tell you how to think or what to like and what not to like. That's just, like I've said before, fucking stupid. All right. Let's get into the match card. We got some matches to go through here. Our first match, ladies and gentlemen, and here's a great example of some workers in our, I don't know how the order of the matches are going to be. And yes, tonight on Rampage and Saturday on Collision, they'll probably have 3 or 4 pre-show matches booked. So let's start out with this match. And you guys can vote in the chat. Do you think it will be Moxley and Claudio or FTR, Dax, and Cash? All right. So there's your poll. Go ahead and vote on the poll. And what we're going to do here, and these are, you know, great fighters, all 4 of them. This would be a good way to kick off the show if they're going to get it hyped, because you're going to end the show with a tag match. Why not start with a tag match? So get your votes in now. Let me know what you guys think. Will it be FTR? Will it be Moxley or Claudio getting the win? And what we're going to do here today is simulate it. So on 2K23, I have it all queued up that we are going to watch the match. I'm going to make sure the match audio could be coming through. I don't know. So let's go ahead and bring up the actual game and let it play out. Here we go. This is what I like about the StreamYards thing. So we got the PC version of 2K23. I don't know if you guys can hear the crowd audio at all. Doesn't really matter if you can or can't. Here comes FTR, Dax, and Cash. FTR. Should be some. I got the. There you go. You're not going to get much of the audio. Because it's picking up through my mic. StreamYards does not broadcast the audio. I'm glad I found that out. You got my audio, though. You can still hear me. But see, that's going to distort it if I have that audio. All right. So this match, I think, will be pretty good. I ran it as a tornado one fall match. You've got some of the audio now, right? So that's probably distorting the audio. I don't want to do that. But hey, Rob's in the house. The idea, yeah, if I have it up too loud, it's going to cut out. So you guys should be able to hear me a lot better now. Yeah, if I put the mic up too close, you're going to get all kind of distortion. So the idea is just to talk about the match while they're going on. Hey, Nick, what is up, my friend? Good to see you, man. How you doing? How you doing? The only other way is to share the whole screen. I wonder if I can do that. Let me try it. Share screen, entire screen. That's working better now. See, the only problem is, hold on. Let me go back here. Hey, I'm on the TV. I am going to. All right, let me try this again. If I share my whole screen, You will hear the audio. Be careful sharing screen audio. If you have a guest, they will hear themselves. All right, match number 2. Now, this one started out as a Meat Madness match. When we go to the matches, I can share my whole screen, and that kind of, then you guys can hear the audio, and you can still hear me. But I want to shout out everybody. So this match was supposed to be all big guys. Now, from what I heard, Miro and Keith Lee were supposed to be in this Meat Madness match too. However, they couldn't make it. So the match was changed to a 8-man scramble match. Hook, Brian Cage, Hobbs, Jericho, Wardlow, Lance Archer. Now, spoiler alert, tomorrow on Collision, Dante Martin is going to win his match in a 3-way to claim one of the spots. Tonight, it's someone from CMLL, I think, against Matt Sydal. So for the sake of the simulation, I got Matt Sydal and Dante Martin in here as well. And you guys said 89% said Moxley and Claudio would win, and they did. So now we have an 8-man elimination match. Well, Miro wasn't available. It doesn't matter if he's cleared. He wasn't available for this show for some reason. So they did cancel it for this instead. All right, so now let's go back to the video game and play an 8-man elimination match. All right. We got 8 individuals coming out here. And the Revolution. Let me know in the chat who you think would win. They're coming out first, the Ocho, the Lionheart, Chris Jericho. All right. I wonder if I bring up StreamYards over on my laptop. All right, Jericho is first out. Let me know in the chat who you think's going to win. Eight-man eliminate. I think the scramble is an elimination style match. Next out is Powerhouse Hobbs. See how messed up this stream gets if I go into the studio in 2 places. We're going to mute and stop the camera, enter the studio. Cool, at least this. Oops. There we go. So now I should be able to. There we go. So I'm sharing my full screen. I can't show people's comments, but now I can. Mira comes back to WWE, CJ Perry. Probably. So Joker's got Jericho. See, I found a way to make it work. It just takes a little bit of little bit of this and that. All right, let's keep them coming out. Whatever, Mitch. Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk Monster, coming out next. See, I found a way to figure it out. So a couple people got Lance Archer winning this. I'll tell you who I think's going to win. Atticus got it right there. I think this is the way Wardlow gets himself a world title shot, because the winner of this match does get a world title shot. So we had Moxley and Claudio win the first match. Let's see if that'll really happen on Sunday. Sunday. I did that on AEW Fight Forever. And then Mitch complained because he lost at halftime. So I said, all right, I'll give you steroids. And next thing you know, he's beating everybody. So Miro's last match in AEW was in November. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think unless they really start pushing the House of Black, Aleister Black might return to WWE too. Him not having a singles match in so long is just a travesty. All right, who's coming out next? Who can it be now? Mitch, you missed my rant. Everyone make fun of AEW. It's the cool thing to do right now. Dante Martin, who, spoiler alert, tomorrow on Collision, which is taped, he wins a three-way. I know Penta's one of the three and somebody else, but Dante Martin will qualify for this match tomorrow night. And he adds the high flyer element to the match. Azrael, what's happening? Welcome in. Let's bring him out. 8-man elimination match. Any hookers out there? Hook coming out next. Don't forget, tomorrow we have the Brand Warfare Finals in LTD. And then Sunday, we will be previewing 2K23. So Hook is ready. You guys got audio now, I hope. Yeah, I can hear it. It's a little better. Gav wants Hobbs to win. Sorry, there you go. Buddy Matt. Yeah, I think Buddy would return as well, but I like the House of Black, man. I'm hoping they do something with them because I really enjoy them. Brian Cage, the Swolverine, coming out next. We got a bunch of matches left, so we're going to move this through. And Matt Sydal, the final competitor. 8-man elimination matchup. Here we go. Kelly says Wardlow for the win. We're off and running. Pinfall submission elimination. You got Hobbs going after Jericho. Just chaos and carnage in our 8-man scramble match. Wardlow going after Jericho. And look at Lance Archer up top. This is not an over-the-top rope battle royal. This is what we call a crazy 8 match in LTD. And we are also live on the Hardcore Sports Network. Check us out over there as well. Brian Keith is the other man. Yep, thank you, Joker. So pinfall submission elimination. Revolution. See how it gets choppy when there's 8 guys in there through StreamYards? That's why I won't be doing 2K24 through StreamYards. But it doesn't mean I can't do things like this every once in a while. When we preview a PLE, pay-per-view, super card, whatever you call them. If I do WrestleMania, I might have to do that like the week before because I'll be flying out to Philly on Saturday. Right now, wearing each other down. You got Wardlow and Brian Cage up front. Cover. Brian Cage trying to get the first elimination. Just a 1 count. Dante Martin working on Lance Archer. Hook and Hobbs have collided before. They're going at it. So I look maybe for, if I was booking this match, I would have Matt Sydal and Dante Martin do some kind of big high spot. Now, maybe not the Ricochet, Logan Paul jump from each side thing, but something similar that's pretty crazy. Somebody send Hook because he is going to hook everybody up when he went. Rio Angel's in the house. Keep the thumbs up coming, guys. Appreciate ya. All right, Hook thrown in the ropes by Jericho, but Hobbs is right in the damn way. Sixer fans are weirdos. Well, I'll probably wear a Sixers hat. Plus, it may rain, so the one jacket that I have that is like rainproof is green, so they might think I'm an Eagles fan too. Yeah, I got a couple hot take on the world title match there, Atticus. But that's just me. No eliminations yet. All 8 individuals beating the snot, piss, shit, farts, and burps out of each other. You gotta love it. Backbreaker there by Jericho. I got some good renders here for these characters. But what I normally do is go to the most downloaded. And, the what's the status. The guys that have been doing it for a while do a really good job of duplicating these characters. 2 count kick out by Archer. Staying alive, staying alive. Hey, Charles Adderley's in the building. Welcome in, my friend. How you doing? Yeah, keep those thumbs up coming, guys. We got 11. You guys can keep those popping. And if you care to, jump over to the Hardcore Sports Network, drop a like, or watch over there for a little while. We need some watch time over there. There's your link, Hardcore Sports Network. If you search for that, you guys should be subscribed already. Hopefully. DDT by Sydal. Hobbs is in trouble. Referee's in bad shape, though. Hobbs is eliminated. I'm going to write down who gets eliminated when. Hobbs is out. We got our first casualty of war. He's going to stand at ringside. Okay, now he's out of here. One, and a kick out there by, is that Martin? Yeah, and there's a cover in the middle of the ring. Is that 2? Referees must have got knocked down a few times. He's slow counting already. So I think, there's a lot of good matches still to come. We got Daniel Garcia versus Christian Cage. Konosuke Takeshita versus Will Ospreay. There's a nice little storyline tied into that one. Danielson versus Kingston. That's been a pretty long-going storyline between those two. Purrazzo and Toni Storm. They have us. Wait a minute. I thought AEW didn't have stories. Toni Storm and Deonna Purrazzo, they've been telling that story every week of how they've known each other for so long. Hangman and Swerve got a story going on, and, for the world title with Samoa Joe. Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy, of course, the group that Roderick Strong is lost a lot of steam because MJF's not around. And then, of course, you have the main event, Sting and Darby versus the Young Bucks. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. I got a lot of big news to drop tomorrow. Oh, right in the PP. Pecker checker on Brian Cage by Jericho. Hook trying to pin Sydal, but only a 2 count. Now Dante Martin getting dropped a big power bomb. Wardlow bombing Brian Cage, but Cage kicks out. They do have bedtime stories, too. They tell you a nice one. You're supposed to be over the Young Bucks. You're supposed to hate them. You're supposed to not like them. Powerful indeed, says Charles. We got Chuck and Charles. Oh, nice. Brian Cage has Wardlow down. 1, 2, and a kick out by Wardlow. Covered by Jericho. With a submission is applied as well. Jericho's got the 3 count on Archer. Will he be able to keep it all this time? We got 2 pinfall attempts over here. Archer, they both kick out. Cage and Archer both kick out. Staying in the matchup. Yeah, I got a lot of big news. We got a new person on the roster in LTD. Who could that be? Tune in tomorrow to find out. Archer walking the tightrope again, going after Jericho. Monkey flip there on Hook. Kick to the top of the head. Wardlow's busted open bad. Hook with a rear naked choke. Dante might have to tap. DDT by Jericho. Archer was going for a choke slam, but Cage fights out. Jericho rolls in on Cage. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Brian Cage, the second to get eliminated. Now Hook trying to take out Matt Sydal, and I ain't talking about dinner and a movie. And he does. Sydal is third. El Capitan Rafucho. What's up, Raf? How you doing? How you doing? Now, Matt Sydal very well might not make it. He fights tonight on Rampage, but I'm guessing Sydal wins, but who knows? He might not win. Big bomb by Wardlow. 1 ski, 2 ski, no ski. Now Wardlow going after Archer, but Dante and Archer colliding. Side slam. We got 5 men left, beating the holy hell out of each other. That's kind of what I expect in this match, is everybody just beating the crap out of each other. Until you get down to 1, that's how it's done, people. Thinning of the herd between these warriors. Look at Archer just tossing Martin across the ring. That might be enough. 2 count, a kick out by Dante Martin. Hook sweeping the leg of Jericho. Wardlow's hanging in there in this match. He's my pick to win this. I think Wardlow getting the next world title shot, and maybe not winning the world title, but getting close to it. Eventually, I'd like to see Wardlow with the title. Some people are saying put Jericho back in the title picture. I think it's Wardlow's time. Powerbomb by Wardlow on Martin. Come on, ref. 1, 2, and 3. Martin is the 4th eliminated. We'll see if any of these match up. How you doing, Raph? Good to see you. We're just simulating all the matches for Revolution. Double pins right here. Archer and Wardlow. It'd be good. Archer and Wardlow would be a good final two. I like this final 4, actually. Once you cut it in half, Wardlow has Archer up, drapes him over the top rope. We're going to go over the rest of the matches quickly and simulate those as well. Nice slam there by Hook. Hopefully in time to catch SmackDown, because tonight should be a pretty interesting SmackDown. The Rock came out on IG and said a bunch of shit that was probably lies to get people guessing a different way. I agree. As much as I love Jericho, he doesn't need the championship again. But I wouldn't put it past him having him win this somehow. But I don't know. If I could pick anybody, it would be Wardlow. Hobbs or Archer, the 3 that were originally in the meat match. Jericho might be putting Wardlow down right here, though, in this simulation. No, a kick out by Wardlow. Yeah, Chuck agrees. I think it's one of the 3 that were originally in the Meat Madness match. If you give Archer, I mean, he's a formidable opponent for a world champ. Wardlow definitely. Oh, Hobbs is out. Oh, Hobbs is the first one out. My bad. But I wouldn't put it past him giving Hobbs a title shot. But I'm pretty much sure it's going to be Wardlow. There's a big bong. He's been mowing through opponents, and people are saying there's no story behind what he's doing. The old Goldberg push where he's just annihilating people. A lot of people don't like him with short hair now, but I don't know. I think he's a great character. Plus, he's from the area here. Ohio, Pennsylvania. Covered by Hook. Hook trying to eliminate Wardlow. And a kick out by Wardlow. Jericho. This is a nice little Final Four. I wouldn't mind these going for a while if this is the real Final Four. Check out the website. We got some of the match cards updated. I got the Gathering. We will do a special Gathering show. After tomorrow's show, I'll be live on StreamYards, and you guys will start to pick your promoter versus promoter matches. We started that last night, but we will continue that tomorrow immediately. So if you're not in the finals of Stable War Brand Warfare, still tune in because we got a lot of matches to make immediately following that show. More details on the website. If y'all interested, check it out. Wardlow in trouble again, but a shoulder up. Jericho, clothesline on Archer. Hook going to try to get a submission on Wardlow. This might work, especially this deep in the match. Yep, Wardlow's going to tap. He'll be the fifth out here, so it's either Jericho, Hook. It'd be wild if Hook got a world title shot. I don't think they really need that FTW title anymore. I get it, tied into his father and stuff, but it'd be nice if Hook just retired it at this point. Kick out by Hook. Jericho moving in. I mean, things happen. They said they're still going to do the Meat Madness match. So we will see Meat Madness at some point in time. Big takedown there by Hook. Hook one right at it, off the rope. Big elbow by Archer. Shot to the belly by... Oh, Jericho gets tossed like a bad habit. Archer looking to possibly finish it, but in moves Hook. Hook with a kick to the gut. Nice. Jericho taking advantage. That three-man. It's going to be fun because I'm doing a regular triple threat with Samoa Joe, Hangman, and Swerve because that's what it really is. It's going to be a triple threat where Hangman can get pinned and Swerve be the champ, or vice versa. Samoa Joe doesn't have to get pinned to be the champ. I'm not doing elimination like I normally do when I do three-way matches here in the digital world. Archer's down for the count, but Jericho pretty much just saved him. Double axe handle by the Ocho, the Lionheart. I liked when he came out as the Lionheart the other night. Jericho showing he'll be the next to do the last match thing, I think, like Sting is doing, or Danielson, because Danielson's also said. Well, I like that Jericho paying homage to all his monikers, or most of his monikers, I should say. Hook has been eliminated. And we're down to Jericho and Archer. The final two. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Looks like Jericho's going to win. And he does. Chris Jericho picking up the victory. I know a lot of you people would hate that if it happened for real. Because, yeah, he's had enough. He's had a title shot already. He doesn't need another one. All right, let's get ready for our next match. And while it loads up, we're going to go back to this. And there's our next matchup is Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia. So this one is for the TNT title. Champion Christian versus Daniel Garcia. Not to be confused with Danny Garcia. All right, the poll is up. Let me know who you think is next. Jericho has more Monicas than Bill Clinton. Interesting. All right, so let's go back to sharing the screen. Garcia and Cage. All right, all right, all right. Get your votes in now. Now, you're not voting on the digital show you're seeing now. You're voting on who you think will really win the match. Coming out first, the challenger, Daniel Garcia. So I've heard, I saw Earl Cole's takes. He thinks Garcia might get the title here. If Adam Copeland can find a way, because I think he's filming a movie or something, a TV show. And from what I heard, that's why he's not there. But you never know. I don't know. I don't know for a fact, so I'm not going to say I know for a fact. I'd like to see Daniel win, but Cage will cheat the state champ. More than likely, he'll have shenanigans. I want Garcia to win, but Christian's going to win again. The way, I could see this going either way. Why not put the belt on Garcia? Christian Cage coming down the ring, the champ, putting over the young guy would be great. But at the same time, I see Christian having his people come down and shenanigans and keep the title. If Adam Copeland can make it to this match, I think it would be kind of neat to have formerly known as Edge, Adam Copeland, interfere and screw Christian over, and Daniel Garcia gets the win somehow. So these matches here are a 5 count out, just for the sake of keeping them in the ring and making the matches pretty short. But at the same time, if there's a count out, we're just going to keep going. These simulations are just giving us way to talk about it. What do you guys think about Daniel Garcia? Do you think he's a clown because he does his dance, or do you think that helps him get over? I've heard it both ways. And what do you think about Christian? I think Christian's one of the best heels in wrestling altogether right now from what he's doing. Hey, Chad's in the house. What's happening, brother? Hit that thumbs up. We got somebody watching on the Hardcore Sports Facebook side. Appreciate you as well. Now, there is a 5 count. If there's a 5 count, maybe we'll call that shenanigans, and maybe there'll be a disqualification or a no win. But most of the time with this type match, they keep it in the ring and don't get the 5 count. Now that I said that, we'll probably have at least 1 count out in these matches coming up. Keep those thumbs up coming, guys. Appreciate y'all stopping by. If you're watching a replay, let me know what you guys think. Who do you got winning? And what do you think of Sting? What's your favorite version of Sting? And we'll be talking about his match here shortly as well. Christian selling the knee there a little bit, going after Garcia into the ropes. Obviously, I could have done it in the match and had Luchasaurus, Kill Switch, whatever you want to call him, and Wayne at ringside, and Mama Wayne, which all 3 of them will probably be at ringside, which means Garcia will need someone to come out and counterbalance it. Who knows? We'll see. Daddy Magic has been he was announcing for a while. Yeah, I know. I heard that. My dad called me earlier and said Andy Russell And I'm sorry about your uncle as well, Chad. But yeah, Virgil, and we also had Ole Anderson pass away, and Andy Russell, legend with the Steelers as well. Good wrestler. As for the dance, lame. Christian plays a great heel. I think the dance thing is just, I mean, to get him over. People doing the dance. It's silly. It's weird. Is it unnecessary? Is it needed? I don't know. That's up to you to determine if you like it or not. I mean, but people saying someone's a clown just for doing a silly gimmick, or they're a joke just for doing a silly gimmick. A lot of people say that about Roderick Strong too, but I mean, it's a way to get the fans' attention, whether it's to make them laugh at you or to make them hate you more because you're a heel. It could be either way. Christian back in the ring. Knee lift there by Garcia. Oh, look at Garcia saying, "Be quiet, fans." Christian has him up. Gut buster. Christian's heel work has been great. I mean, obviously, it's a TV show. He's getting some of these things approved in the back before coming out and making fun of people's dead fathers and stuff. Oh, you like to swerve when you drive, Tunchuck. Christian using that top rope on Garcia. Big slam there by Christian Cage. Cage is going up top here. What's he looking for? Frog splash misses. An opening for Garcia. He looked. He's going to try to finish it right here. Submission applied. Will Christian tap? Will we see a new TNT champion? Could it possibly go down on Sunday? No, Christian rolls out of it. I wouldn't be surprised if Garcia walks out with the belt. Like I said, it would have to be like Adam Copeland coming down to counteract the people on the side of Christian. But that's if he can even. Garcia's not moving. This might be over. Shoulder up in the nick of time by Danny Garcia. Chad's turning 30 on March 28th. Well, that's like 4 weeks ahead of now, so I'm not going to sing you happy birthday just yet. No offense. They're flirting with the 5 count out here. See, I had to mention the 5 count now. Someone's going to get counted out. Throw him back in the ring. Oh, he bitch slapped him. Christian's going to get back in the ring. Garcia, referee says, get back in the ring, dude. Shaking out the cobwebs. Garcia is going to climb back in now. Going to take his time. He's got 2 more seconds. Face to face again. Collar and elbow tie up. And now Christian's going to throw him into the ropes. Trips him up and down goes Garcia. Ooh, dropping the knee is Christian. Christian looking for a frog splash again, but Garcia saw it and very smart there going to the outside. Right back at it. Garcia has Christian, but snapmare takedown. All running the ropes. Kicks him in the face. Double stomp to the gut. Covered by Garcia. We have a new champion right here. No, only a 1. Damn. Atticus says Cage will win. Let's check out the poll. You guys right now, 60% of you say Christian will retain. That's only with 5 votes. Let's get some more votes in there. Vote on my poll. Christian up top. Oh, man, look at this. Oh, my goodness. That should end it. 1, 2. No! Kick out by Garcia in the nick of time. Now he's looking for it. Christian may have this one sewn up. Stringing together big-time maneuvers. 11, 12, and 13. Christian gets the win. Winner of the match, and still your TNT champion, Christian Cage. All right, we're going to load our next match, Ospreay and Takeshita. All right, there's Christian. So he just had this simulation match, Garcia versus Cage. And now Ospreay versus Takeshita. Now, technically, they're on the same team. However, a lot of cheers for Ospreay the other day. He didn't want to shake the hand of Takeshita. I think this is like the face turn of Will Ospreay. Technically, I think he's already face, but all right. So let's get the votes up. Why is it not letting me share? Oh, there it is. Ospreay and Takeshita. Let's get it. So 60% said Christian. You got it right. All right, the poll is up. Let me know who you win. Coming out first, it's Will Ospreay. Ospreay ready for a battle. And his opponent, both of them technically part of the Don Callis family. So I'm sure we'll have Don Callis coming out as well. And here comes the Alpha. Konosuke Takeshita. Take a shitta. All right, let's get it. One-on-one, same scenario. There's Ospreay, Takeshita, ready to fight. One-on-one, pinfall, submission, one fall. Ooh, I didn't change the ref. I think Ospreay can do some crazy shit. I'm a fan of his from what I've seen. I'm glad that he's finally going to get national television shine on a regular basis. The thing is, where does he fall, though? Will he be going for like a TNT title? The international title will be nice for him. 2 count quickly, trying to end this with the quickness. Right hand by Ospreay. And he's going to town right now. Appreciate everybody stopping by, popping in. If you're watching a replay, make sure you leave a like and a comment so I know you stopped by. Share it out. We still got a bunch of matches to go. Just going to simulate these fights just for the sake of talking about them. Right now, everybody thinks Ospreay is going to win. 100% votes. Oh, there's only 2 votes. Come on, guys. Get your votes in. Yep, Penelope's the ref here. You ref. Benita, you're ref in the women's title match. Yeah, I call this one Penelope Pineapple. Yep, you got it right. Shot to the back by Takeshita. Collar and elbow tie up now. Into the corner is Ospreay. He's going to go for a weapon. Look out. He got a friggin' baseball bat. No DQ. Not here, at least. Snapdragon there. Down goes Ospreay. Takeshita now front chancery and throws him over his head like a sack of potatoes. Ospreay fights back, looking for a springboard. That's the thing about, the innovation that Ospreay brings, which I enjoy. The high energy. So I'm looking forward to matchups with him, and, wow, I can name probably a dozen people I can't wait to see him fight. Same thing with Okada. Forearm smash to the side of the face of Takeshita. Kick to the back. Going up top is Ospreay. What's he have in mind here? Big elbow to the back of Takeshita. Takeshita taking a lot of damage early. This one might be a quickie. Nope, just a 1 count. Ospreay fired up. Get them votes in, guys. Who do you think will win the real match? Okay, we got a couple people taking Takeshita now. Kick out after 1 again. Takeshita. Ooh, I like that maneuver. Now back to the baseball bat. Hit him like this, hit him like that. Hit him with a wiffle ball bat. Ospreay, is he busted open, or is that just his weird hairdo they got him with? Elbow by Takeshita. Nice neck breaker. Down goes Ospreay. This match should be, I mean, look at the matchups that we have. I mean, Strong and Cassidy are both good workers. Danielson and Kingston are going to give you a knockdown, drag-out fight, of course. I think that tag match that we saw first will be a nice way to set the show off if they start it. And like I said earlier, I'm sure Tony Khan will add 3 or 4 matches for the pre-show. And I'm not really mad at it because I'd like to see another women's match, first of all. At least 1 more women's match. We got blood. Maybe sky blue so we can have Julia Hart on the show. Oh, this could be the ultimate equalizer here. He is covered in blood with the quickness, and Takeshita going for the kill, but only 2. Wally's cheering for Ospreay here. Nice takedown. Tossing him like a rag doll. Going to the outside, though. Over the top. This one might have resorted back to a regular match. Or maybe I just forgot to change the ref. Big boot by Ospreay. We'll find out if the count goes past 5. Not getting back in quick. It still might be the same match. Stomping away on Takeshita is Will Ospreay. Leg drop to the arm by Ospreay. Oh, dad joke still not working. Mr. Florida Smooth in the building. Oh, we're simulating all the real matches. Randy's in the house. Appreciate the support. Good to see you. Yeah, welcome to the show, Mr. Florida Smooth. These are actual matches that are going to go down on Sunday's AEW Revolution. So I am not playing the game. This is all simulation. And still to come, we got Kingston versus Danielson, Toni Storm versus Purrazzo, Samoa Joe, Hangman, and Swerve. We got Cassidy and Strong. And then Sting's final match. Oh, I thought that was it. Ospreay thought it was too. Ospreay covered in blood. Hits that Cody Cutter. Now Ospreay looking to finish the job here. If he can land another high-impact maneuver, this might do it. Up top. That should get the 3 count. This one's over. 1, 2, and 3. Will Ospreay does get the win. 71% of you guys out there said that's how it's going to go down. No winner of the match. A bloody, beaten, battered Will friggin' Ospreay. But I think it's not really his first match in AEW, but his first match as a full-time competitor in AEW. And now we have Danielson and Kingston. Let's go back to here. We saw our simulation of Ospreay and Takeshita. Now this one for the Continental Crown, it will be all 3 championships. I wonder if they're ever going to break them up. I mean, it's kind of weird to have the ROH World title go through this, or will they keep those 3 as a title all the time? I don't know. So what are we going to do? We're going to simulate it. We're going to have a fight between Bryan, now known as Bryan Danielson, and Eddie Kingston for the Continental breakfast. All right, let's get it going. All right, so let me get the poll started. You guys can answer the poll. Continental Championship. And then you guys let me know. Let me know. These polls are who you think will win the actual match, not the simulation. Simulation is just for shits and giggles, so we have something to talk about. Coming out first, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. I like that he's doing the yes chants every once in a while now. He did them on Wednesday for doing a match. I mean, there's no rule that you can't do it. I get it. He's like, that was a WWE thing. I don't want to do it, but I think seeing all the crowd do those yes chants is so phenomenal. I kind of hope Ty Dillinger, now Sean Spears in NXT, keeps the 10s. He can still be the chairman, the perfect 10. This is a really good Continental title belt that I found and downloaded. Eddie Kingston, he's not as chubby as he is in real life, but I don't care. This guy is one of the most real when you got him on the mic and in the ring, because it feels like a fight. It feels real. When he's talking the talk and fighting in the ring, this dude feels like the real deal. All right, here we go. Continental title on the line. You don't need to be looking at me, Wally. I don't want to have all my lights on tonight. It's about this over here, the simulation. All right, take your picks, place your bets. Continental title on the line. Right now, 67% say, well, 2 people think Eddie keeps it, 1 person doesn't. Get your votes in, ladies and germinals. Kingston and Danielson. Now, this one, I mean, I can totally see these guys chopping the shit out of each other for a while, beating the hell out of each other for a good bit. I can see both of them getting busted open. But, I mean, do they put this title on Danielson? He's been in ROH. Has he been the ROH champion before? Anybody in the chat know? Before I look it up. ROH World Championship. Yeah, he was. Nigel McGuinness lost to ROH champion Bryan Danielson in 2006, so he has held the title before. We got Danielson and Kingston. I love what Bryan Danielson does in the ring. He's one of my favorites. The one thing, though, that both of these guys do that I can do with a little bit less of is this type of chops when Kingston does these, because they lose steam. Like half of them are like two-inch chops. But I get it. He's chopping them a million times. Plus, when you see the scars on their chest and shit, that's pretty wild. Danielson working on Kingston, going up top now. Yes. 1, 2. Could be a quickie and a new champ. I could see this going either way. I mean, Kingston hasn't had this championship very long. And yes, the Continental title is one that we really didn't need. We have the International title. And mixing the New Japan Strong title and the ROH title. I don't know. I questioned it. But for Eddie Kingston to get that story of losing at first in that tournament and then fighting back to win it, he deserves it. I mean, he deserves the shine. So, although I don't really think they needed another title, because I'll be real, to have Eddie Kingston get that shine as that champ, I'm not going to bitch about it because I love Eddie Kingston. Danielson back in the ring on Kingston. Now kendo stick, he missed, and now a big chop by Kingston, right in the chesticles. Danielson knocks it out of his hands, and a big kick by Bryan. Now kicks to the back. Danielson does the same thing sometimes with those kicks to the chest. Some of them lose steam. You can do 6 or 7 of them will be fine. Or the stomps when he stomps someone's head in, he says. I ain't mad at it. Kendo stick with Eddie now. Oh, but Bryan Danielson knocks it out of his hand. Danielson throwing him into the ropes. Ducks under. Nice quick German there. They don't call it belly to back suplex anymore, do they? Danielson setting him up. Kingston fights out of it. Oh, big drop down, and Danielson's in trouble. Kingston off the ropes. Kingston side. What's this? Oh, is that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat there? Working on his arm is Danielson. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. The kick out by Kingston. Danielson has him back up. Forearm smash. Danielson trying to string together some combinations and kick to the head. Danielson's going to go for, he's going to go for that kendo stick, or is he going to get a different weapon? He's got the stick. Back in the ring. Oh, he missed. Swing and a miss. Strike one. He can. It's a wing battle. Now he connects with a couple, but the kendo stick knocked out and a chop to the head. Back to the chest. Furious chops by Kingston. You could probably see that, Kelly. Eddie winning and shoving it in Bryan's face. Danielson's been playing more of a heel in this scenario, being a dick about stuff, so we'll see. Like I said, I expect this to be one of the most brutal matches we see. Kingston with a cover after knocking him down, and he ain't moving. Ooh, 2.5. Submission applied. This is a rumor I heard is, can Kingston tap out Danielson? Danielson's been tapping people out recently or getting him to pass out. So in the tag match, I think Danielson got Kingston to pass out. They just had a tag match. So I wouldn't be surprised Kingston returns the favor and gets Danielson to tap out, which rarely do you see that, or pass out. Kingston looking to end it right here. Going for that back elbow, but Danielson cut him off at the pass. Danielson kicks his head in. We got blood. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Kingston. Kingston slowly getting up on the apron. Danielson, big right hand. And now right on the top rope. And down goes Eddie Kingston. Here comes Danielson. Pounding his chest. Remember, it's only a 5 count here, folks. Keep him in the ring, and Kingston is busted open. Into the barricade. This could be our count out. Nope, Danielson's going to break the count and go back out. This could be our count out match here. Trouble, he hits one more move. This might be it. Oh, he realized it and got back in the ring. Now can Danielson answer the call? He does. Both men are just destroyed right now. Elbow by Eddie. Rabbit punches to the forehead of Danielson. Whoever did the moveset for Kingston did a really good job. 1, 2, 3. Kingston retains. Kingston retains. And you guys were 50-50 on the poll. Winner of the match, and still Triple Crown at Continental Breakfast Champion. All right, let's get to the ladies. Women's match coming up next. Maybe I'll just stay here. They've been loading pretty quick. Hey, Hot Fire Rose in the house. Let's get the poll up while they come out. Now, this one, they've been telling the story of how these two have known each other for so long. But, of course, the timeless Toni Storm, she's just ridiculous. A lot of times, Purrazzo, like, breaks character. Deonna Purrazzo, the challenger, coming out first. Just call me Blaze, Rose. You don't have to have the D on there. I get it. Not a problem. If we have to create you, if it takes too long, your spot is secure. Don't worry. And the AEW Women's Champion, timeless Toni Storm. Yes, I do hope they have. And there is Benita Applebaum, our referee. Yes, I'd like to see another women's match take place, probably on the pre-show, at least one. I have a feeling they'll keep it on Toni. Yeah, I kind of do too, Kelly. I kind of feel the same way. I mean, if you're going to put it on Purrazzo, this would be the time, but time pun. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like – because, I mean, you have Mercedes coming in. Big right hands by Toni Storm. That's not this coming Wednesday, but I believe the following Wednesday. Big business in Boston. Throw her like a sack of trash. And Purrazzo looking to get some high. Oh, nice counter by Toni Storm. It's weird because behind the curtains, I like to stand up and move around. Just if I sit too long, my back starts to hurt. But I appreciate you guys all being a part of the show, doing this simulation and preview of AEW Revolution. On Monday, we'll come back and just review what went down on Sunday. Tomorrow, we have Leaning Towards Death Wrestling, E-Fed. The finals of the brand warfare will go down. Toni Storm with a little hip check there. Stomping on the face of Purrazzo. There's a little rabbit punch to the side of the head like Eddie Kingston was doing. The charades of timeless Toni Storm are entertaining. The whole black and white thing, and her character has blossomed. It's good that they found a good character for her. I dig it. Toni working on the arm of Purrazzo. So you guys 50-50 right now on who's going to win this match. Storm setting up, collar and elbow tie up. Purrazzo throws her into the corner. And Benita Applebaum, the referee. How about it? Up top, Purrazzo with a kick to the side of the head. Yikes. Cover! One. We have a new champ. No, only one. Purrazzo with a kick and chop, combination of strikes, setting her up for something, but Toni grabs her instead. Snap suplex. Storm back in. Pumps her over, no bridge. Thought maybe she'd go for a pinning predicament there. Purrazzo now on the outside apron. Storm going to try to take advantage with a big right hand. Now she's on the apron. Look out. Look out. Oh, right on the corner. It hurts my back. Toni Storm messing with the fans, but Deonna throws her back in the ring with the quickness. Face first, down goes Storm. Purrazzo looking to close in and win this simulation for the title. You guys are kind of split. Get your votes in if you haven't already. Who do you think is going to win? Deonna, Purrazzo, or Toni Storm? Purrazzo on the second rope. Splash down on Storm. Here we go. Toni Storm closing back in. Collar and elbow. Uppercut. Toni Storm looking to end it right here. Drops her on her damn head. Yikes. 1, 2. No. One, two, that's it. Purrazzo with a splash. Got her. Is that enough to win? Oh, she's going for a weapon. This could be a mistake by Purrazzo. Right across the back of Toni Storm. She is spanking her dupa. Oh, but that seemed to just fire Toni Storm up. Storm off the ropes. Big knee by Purrazzo. And 1, 2. Nah, I thought we were going to have a new champ right there. Panthers and fight forever. Down goes Toni. Purrazzo, big knee again. That might do it. Do we have a new women's champion? Uno, dos. We got a new women's champ. Purrazzo with the upset. And honestly, Toni Storm's character doesn't need the title, so I wouldn't be mad at this. This gives Purrazzo some shine. We get to see her fight some of the top women in the division. Maybe a Statlander. Maybe a Sky Blue. Who knows? Winner of the match, a new women's champion, Deonna Purrazzo. All right, time for the triple threat world title match. Can't wait to hear who you guys now. I have a strange take on this one. To me, this could go all three ways, and that's what I like about it. Because the show is all about Sting, first and foremost, I wouldn't be surprised if Samoa Joe finds a way to retain. Because of the feud between Hangman and Swerve, I wouldn't be surprised if Samoa Joe retains. Now, at the same time, Hangman, his big swerve with the injury, I could see him getting another title shot. And thirdly, Swerve is one of the hottest wrestlers, face heel, whatever you want to call him. So I'd love to see them put the title on Swerve. Strike while the iron's hot type of thing. Coming out first, Hangman Adam Page. I would love to see Swerve win it. Swerve all day. Hangman for Wally. Here he goes. Swerve when I drive, because I swerve when I drive. He is Swerve Strickland. Coming out next, the second challenger. And this is a one-fall match. Kelly also going with Swerve. Get your votes in the poll. But the thing about Swerve winning, I really think the end of the show, that's why this won't be the main event, obviously. I don't know if it'll be, I did it this way because sometimes they do a match before the main event, which not saying that Cassidy and Strong is a dip down, but have the world title match and then the international to ramp up for the tag title main event, which is Sting's retirement match. And finally, the AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe. All right, here we go. One fall to a finish. World title on the line. Whose house? Benita's house. Swerve's house, says Joker. All right, there's the title belt. This is a one-fall triple threat matchup. Samoa Joe does not need to be pinned for the title to change hands. Now, I always say with triple threat matches, you got to have your eyes behind your head. Look at Swerve and Joe team up on Hangman Page early. You get a shot on someone and you got the other guy coming right at you. So eyes in the back of your head when it comes to a triple threat match like this, that's for sure. Mojo working on it. And also, just like Swerve is now, when two men are tied up, let it happen. It's all about getting that pin. As long as it's not a pinfall attempt or a submission, let them beat the shit out of each other. The more they're hurt, the better your chances are at winning in this kind of triple threat. Hangman with a snap suplex on Joe. In moves Swerve. Now Joe out of the picture. We're down to the two challengers in the ring. Joe trying to get fired up on the outside. A little shadow boxing. Now Swerve's left alone and Hangman's going for a weapon. There are no disqualification and no count out, folks. They can beat the hell out of each other, but it must end in the ring. The battleground's not confined to between the ropes in this triple threat world title matchup. Baseball bat, and he's beating the hell out of him on the outside right now. It's got to finish inside the ring. See, right now, Swerve getting most of the votes to become the new world champion. The Hangman sold that injury pretty well. A lot of the old dirt sheets bought it. That he was injured. He wasn't going to be in the match. It was just going to be Joe and Swerve. But that was a nice, pardon the pun, swerve by Hangman. Another reason why I love the other matches, because these guys fighting outside the damn ring. I'm really hoping the AI in 24 is a lot better. And we will talk about that on Sunday with my boys, Triple Beat and Odds, and some of you guys as well. Swerve going after Joe. And flatten him like a pancake at the ringside area here. Hangman with a big clothesline. This is where I want to take control and get him back in the damn ring. If I get a good enough opening, I might do that. Come on, get back in the ring, you punk ass bitches. All right, Swerve, you're getting back in the ring. Oh boy. You guys know I'm not good at this game. If I can get these guys back in the damn ring, I'm going to stand with the ref. All right, Hangman, your turn. No, get out of there, you son of a bitch. All right, Samoa Joe, your turn. All right, Hangman, your turn. I do know how to get into the ring now. Yay! Oops. Whoopsies. For those that don't know, I am not a gamer. I only simulate and create on this game. But I do know how to get in and out of the ring. Hangman learned that trick from Bret Hart, said Benita. Hangman up top. Ooh, nice move. Big elbow. Swerve's in trouble. I think he took the... Oh, come on, Hangman. What are you doing? Hey, I'm going to go back in the ring with a baseball bat. I was going to make this... I could have did a custom match. I don't know if triple threats if you can keep them in the ring. Oh, that bat went flying. Swerve's taking a hell of a beating. I don't think he's going to win the simulation, guys. Hey, Charles Adderley in the building. Uh-oh. That might do it. 1, 2. Oh, I thought Hangman had it there. That was close. Oh, he's doing Claudio's move. Right hand on Swerve. Sleeper. Hangman wants his title. Here comes Samoa Joe to break it up. Swerve's in big trouble. Now Hangman and Joe in the ring. Swerve's got to get back in there. This match might end. Combination of strikes by Hangman, and Samoa Joe is busted open. Samoa Joe's in trouble. Hangman going for the Deadeye again. This time on Joe. Got him. 1, 2, and 3. Swerve cannot get in time. And Hangman Page, once again, is your world champion. The winner of the match and new AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page. That was fun. All right. Let's get to our final singles match here. And this is for the International Championship. Yeah, we do this shit live, people. We ain't playing around. So things can definitely go wrong. Orange Cassidy. Whoops, spelled it wrong. There's Roderick Strong. All right, get your votes in now. Who do you think's going to win? Can Orange Cassidy retain, or will it be the man from the Undisputed Kingdom coming out first? Roderick Strong. Just hear the piano playing. Dun, 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 dun. Freshly squeezed. Freshly squeezed. He doesn't have it in his backpack. He's coming out next. The AEW International Champion, Orange Cassidy. All righty, folks. International title on the line. Get your votes in now. Orange Cassidy for the win. Roderick can only win with Undisputed Kingdom and shenanigans, which could very well happen. But then OC got people that can come down and help him out too. The best friends, maybe. Starting off hot and heavy. These two going at it. So far, we got a couple votes. Get your votes in, guys. Orange Cassidy thrown to the outside. Roderick Strong's going to come flying at him. Look out below. Cassidy! Through the ropes and connects from whatever. Wing. Whatever. Says Wally. Your lunch is in his backpack. Is there a bonus match? The bonus match is Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks, the main event. Now this is on the PC, so I don't have LTD people. I do have a couple actually. We downloaded some. Roderick has it in him to win on his own. It's just what builds the story. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. There's a 1. And only a 1. Strong kicked it in the gut there by Cassidy. And Roderick Strong's going to throw Orange Cassidy into the far corner. Close in. International Championship continues, people. Fight on the outside. Got a damn sledgehammer. You need a double count out. He's going to win by count out. Look at this shit. Nope. Shot to the back. Cassidy with a 2 count. I got bitch all flustered. Oh boy. Roderick Strong going after Cassidy, has him down and out. One, 2, new champ now. Oh boy. Cassidy working on Roderick Strong. Strong has him up. Down goes Roderick. Cassidy trying to end it right here. Beach break. One, two, and a kick out. It's almost, they're going back to the outside. They are beating the holy hell out of each other. Yep, I'll play that in here in a minute. Get back in the ring. He's got the 1 count. These guys are killing each other. Roderick's going to throw him back in the ring. Here we go. Strong looking to take the title away. This could do it. Oh, that might do it. We're going to have a new champion. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Cassidy at the last second. Wow. Strong still trying to put him away. Knee strike. Cassidy taking a hell of a beating. Right back at it. Submission going to be applied here. Can Cassidy fight out of it? Will we have a new international champion? He's struggling, but he's hanging in there. Grab the rope. Cassidy. Nice takedown. 1 and a kick out. Beach break. Way to, oh, the turn of the tide. No pun intended. 1, 2, and 3. Cassidy took a hell of a beating, but retains his championship. The winner of the match and still your international champion, Mitch Koski's favorite wrestler, Orange Cassidy. All right, we are ready for the main event. But while we're doing that, we're going to go back over while that's loading. Take a look at the matches that we saw. The women's title match. Of course, I believe, Toni Storm will have company at ringside for her match against Deonna Purrazzo. And we just saw Deonna win the title. And the world title could be pretty crazy. But we had in the simulation, Hangman Page, once again, is your world champion, I should say. International title, Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. And in the simulation, we just saw Orange Cassidy outlast a tremendous beatdown. So let's talk real quick about Sting before we get to our main event simulation. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time by far, along with the Road Warriors, Dusty Rhodes, Flair, etc. So his final WCW opponent was Ric Flair. On that final Nitro, you had EC3 in TNA was his final opponent. Seth Rollins was his final opponent in that horrible WWE run that he had. Hey, Timothy! Good to see you, bro. Welcome in. And the Young Bucks will be his final opponent here. A lot of people were torn about that, why the Young Bucks, but according to a lot of reports, that Sting said he wanted to fight the Bucks as his last match. So here you see the evolution of Sting, the icon, the Crow, the Joker, TNA, WCW. He was in the Main Event Mafia. You see him dead center with the suit on. Do you guys have a favorite Sting? I like every Sting. I don't favor one or the other. He's just one of my all-time favorites. I was upset when he left wrestling the first time around. Whenever WCW went through, I didn't think he was coming back. But to see him go to TNA for a while and do his thing there, all the way back to Blade Runner Sting and his tag team with the Ultimate Warrior before he was Surfer Sting, and coming down from the rafters. Yes, he did that on Wednesday. I did mark out for. I was sitting there going at the end of the match, is he going to come down by the rafters? Is he going to come down from the rafters? And he did. I liked it. It's nostalgia. I believe that Tony Khan gave a lot of the creative freedom of Sting. Roxanne, not that Sting, Benita. But to see Sting at in his 60s still doing these crazy maneuvers, I gotta love it. I think it was fun. It's going to be sad to see him go, but his run, he's undefeated. So it's like, how is it going to end? Will he get the titles and then have to relinquish the title, which I'm not a big fan of that, relinquishing a title. And normally, as we've talked about on this podcast, normally you lose your last match. You sell to someone, you go out. They can still have confetti. They can still celebrate Sting after the Young Bucks win and leave with the belts, if that's the way they go. To me, I think we'll see another turn by Flair. So Flair up top, he came down on Wednesday night. He had a meeting with the Young Bucks last week. Flair ended up turning on the Young Bucks, and then the Young Bucks with the ball shot right to the gang goalies. Then the Bucks going up the ramp, and when they went up the ramp and they have that shot you see on the bottom left, I was like, he's coming down from the damn rafters. And he did, and then you got Sting, Flair, and Darby at the end. So we come to this, our final simulation match, your main event for Sunday's Revolution pay-per-view. It is a tornado tag match, just like we're about to have one fall. I do have falls count anywhere. So it will just be a crazy match. From what I heard and what Darby tweeted, that Sting basically booked this match, produced this match. And Sting said in his message that this will be a match that you're going to want to go back and look at. You're going to remember. So I imagine some crazy. Are we going to see RoboCop? I'm hoping Lex Luger can be at ringside. Kevin Nash, surprise, told everyone he cannot make it, which he's contracted in WWE, so I understand that, from what I understand. But Nicholas and Matthew, the EVPs, you're not supposed to like them. You're supposed to hate them. I like the Bucks as heel pricks better anyway, playing the EVP role. And now Sting and Darby, tag team champions. Either way this ends, I will not be mad at it. I'm just happy that Sting got a really good run before he was done. Back in the Greensboro Coliseum. Should be one hell of a sight. I don't know if he's going to come out to seek and destroy, possibly like he did last summer. Will he be in old school Sting paint? Will he just be like he is now? Will it be a combination of all of them? I think they got some good shit in store for this match. And I'm excited about it. I can't wait for it. It's the end of a career of one of my favorites, Sting and Darby Allin against the Young Bucks. Here you go, your main event. And we are going to simulate it for your watching pleasure, and I'll drop the link as well. I'll drop the poll, so you guys can vote on who you think's going to win. Main event time. Sting's final match. And coming out first, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks. I think I have Darby and Sting coming out separate. Like, I think they might. I mean, do you think his last match, do you think he'll come out separately? All right, let's see. Young Bucks versus the champs, Sting. And I mean, there's really no wrong ending to this match. I mean, it could be messed up. They could screw it up. Who knows? But coming out first, one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Darby Allin. And his tag team partner coming out for his final in-ring match. The icon, the legend, as Tony Schiavone likes to say, it's Sting! We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. The Stinger. I could definitely see a lot of Sting masks in the crowd in Greensboro. I could definitely see, hopefully, they're going to have a highlight package for him. It's a shame they can't use any WCW content. They will have all the crazy shit he's done in AEW, I'm sure, a tribute to him before this matchup. The fans are going to chant his name. It's going to be emotional, man. This is a legend who's been fighting for decades. The icon in his last wrestling match. Well, you know it is wrestling, so never say never. That's right, Steve Borden, the Stinger, the icon, the legend in his final matchup, tornado style. We're doing falls count anywhere. One fall, pinfall submission, or knockout in this matchup to see who will walk out tag team champs. I got a weird feeling it'll be the Bucks winning, and then you get the big celebration for Sting afterwards. It doesn't take away. Sting is undefeated in AEW. So to have him lose his final match makes sense to me. That's your WrestleSense. But if he wins with the championships, that kind of screws Darby Allin. Because Darby, would he have to give up the title or find a new partner? And I'm not a big fan of just anybody getting a title belt just because Darby picked them. Or they both have to relinquish them. Darby says, okay, I'll relinquish mine too because that's the right thing to do, etc., whatever. But here we go. Sting and Darby and the Young Bucks. Sting's retirement match. This is how it all breaks down, folks. What? Darby got knocked out and it's over in seconds. That's funny. That's funny. It's just a simulation. And I know it's going to last a lot longer than that. But your winners and new tag team champions. Perfect for timing because I wanted to end by 8 o'clock. I didn't want a long match at the end. Obviously, that's not how it will end. But a knockout of Darby Allin ends the match. Young Bucks take the titles. And Sting celebrates at the end of the show. I love it. Hey, that's the risk you take when you do simulations. Oh, there you have it. I will do a review on Monday. That's great. That's a great way to end it. Most people left anyway. If you're watching the replay, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment so I know you stopped by. We will be live tomorrow as my cat throws up in the background. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock for the finals of Brand Warfare, Empire vs. Lethal. And then immediately following that, we will have the Get Blaze Talk Show previewing The Gathering. We will have you guys select your promoter versus promoter matches and other challenges. And yes, that's what she said. Too quick. In any event, I kind of wanted it to end quickly just to keep this around 2 hours. But Revolution should be a blast. It's the end of an era with Sting. Yeah, it made my cat sick. Could you hear him yakking up in the back? So I will see you tomorrow for LTD in our Get Blaze show, where you guys will pick promoter versus promoter matches for the gathering. Over 30 different E-Fed content creators. And I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to bring you that action. We will rate our own show. So as soon as we're done with the LTD show, we'll go to StreamYards back over here so you guys can pick your matches and I'll preview. I'll have a list right up on screen. But that's the end of the preview for Revolution. WrestleSense style with some simulation always makes it a little bit more interesting to show you a visual of the matches ending. But if you're watching this by replay, please let me know in the comment section below who you think will win these matches. And what you think of Sting, what your favorite version of Sting is, if you're a Sting fan or not. And thank you, Sting. And I'm sure that'll be trending everywhere. Actually, anybody who's left, let's get it in the chat. Thank you, Sting. Appreciate everybody who stopped by, part of this WrestleSense show. Thank you, Sting, for being my favorite for so long. Thank you for coming back to wrestling after being gone for a while. And thank you, Tony Khan and AEW, for bringing Sting over so we could see him do some crazy shit for the past couple of years and end his career on his note, not anybody else's. So peace and positive vibes. I will see you in my streams, people. I thank you for being a part of the show. From the WrestleSense boys, from the Blaze Radio Network, from the Hardcore Sports Network, I'm out of here. I'll see you around, people.